Hello, Brightwater. My name is Lance Latane, and I'm at Brightwater Senior Living in Tuxedo here in Winnipeg. A little disclaimer before we get started here. These classes and what I say are not medical advice. Please consult with your professional healthcare team before making changes to manage your health. This presentation does not represent Brightwater Senior Living's endorsement of products or treatment with disease management. This presentation is meant to provide general information. If you have specific questions about managing your health for yourself or for others, please contact your healthcare professional team. All right, everybody, so welcome to the Stretch and Flex class. So the entire class here, all that we're doing is working on stretching and our flexibility. The older we get, we become a little bit more rigid. The good thing is though, our body responds really well to some flexibility training. So if you can incorporate these exercises into your daily life, that's a good thing. You'll notice differences right away. Okay, let's get ready to stretch. Okay, as always, I'm going to ask you to sit up nice and straight in your chairs, shoulders back, align your chin with your spine, eyes closed, focused on your breathing. Open your eyes. Okay, we're doing 4 big breaths. Here's one. And 2. 3. 4. All right. So I believe in stretching. We're going to just go from our head down to our toes here. So we're not looking for pain. If you experience pain at all during stretching, please stop and you can make some adjustments. If you have a bad shoulder, just work on your other shoulder. All right, so we're sitting up nice and straight in our chairs. What I'm going to ask you to do is that we're doing a shoulder check. Looking over one shoulder, holding it there. Hold the stretch. Head to neutral. Let's drop our chin to our chest. Hold it there. Head to neutral. And do a shoulder check on the other side. Neutral. Now I'm going to ask you to drop one ear to your shoulder. Keep holding it nice and long and slow. Bring our head to neutral and drop our other ear to our shoulder. Neutral. We're going to shrug our shoulders up, hold them there, and down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Up, hold it there, and down. Last time, shrugging your shoulders up. Hold it there, and down. Shoulder rotations going forward. So what we're looking for is for a full range of motion. So big, big circles with your shoulders if you can. Going forward. then let's go backwards. Big, big rotations with your shoulders. Okay, sitting up nice and straight in our chair. We're bringing our arms back. You can keep your arms nice and low. They don't need to be shoulder height. So we're opening up our chest. Arms back. Again, think of your posture. Sitting up nice and straight. Keep breathing. Hold it there. And let's bring one arm across our body like this. Then you're going to grab your elbow and you're going to bring your arm nice and tight to your body. So we're stretching our shoulders here. Hold that stretch. Again, good posture. Hold it there. Open up nice and wide again. Opening our chest. Keep breathing. All right, bringing our other arm across our body, grabbing your elbow, pulling your arm in nice and tight, stretching our shoulders. Hold it there, a little bit longer. Nice and wide again, last time. Opening our chest. Hold it there. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to give yourself a bear hug, crisscrossing your arms. How far back can you get your fingers? Hold it there. Hold that stretch. Okay, and relax. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is put your fingertips up in the air. The other hand, you're going to grab your fingertips and you're going to pull your fingers back towards your body. So we're stretching out our forearm here. Hold that stretch. This is called wrist extension. Okay, now we're going to do fingertips down, pulling your fingertips back towards your body. This is wrist flexion. Hold it there, a little bit longer. Okay, changing our hands, so fingertips up in the air. Other hand grabs your fingertips, pulls them back towards your body, stretching out your forearms. Hold it there. Okay, we're going to do fingertips down, pulling our fingertips back towards our body. Hold it there. I'm going to ask you, we're going to interlock our fingers like this. Put our palms out, we're stretching out our hands and our fingers. Hold it there, this feels really good. Keep breathing. Stretching our hands and our fingers. Okay, and release, and let's wiggle our fingers, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, we're going to do some wrist rotations going one way. Again, we're looking for a full range of motion here, so nice big circles just with your wrists. We do to one side, we do to the other, so let's go the opposite way. Okay, sitting up nice and straight in our chair. What I'm going to ask you to do, so you know what how a cat stretches their back. So we're sitting up nice and straight, and then we're just going to arch our back like a cat, like a mad cat. Hold that stretch. Sitting up nice and straight in our chair. We're going to try that stretch again. Shoulders back. And mad cat. Stretch our back. That feels good. Sitting up nice and straight. What I'm going to ask you to do now is that you can twist in your chair. If you have armrests, you can hold on to your armrests. So we're stretching out our abdominal core here, our obliques. So twisting one side, hold it there. Neutral. And let's twist on the other side. Neutral. All right, so we're going to move towards our lower body here. So what I'm going to ask you to do is put your one foot out in front, heel on the ground, sitting up nice and straight. I want you to bring your toes back towards your body, stretching out your calf muscles. So toes towards your body. Feels good to stretch our calves. Sitting up nice and straight, relax. What we're going to do now is lean forward, head held high, lead with your chin. So we're stretching out our hamstring muscle group here. Hold it there, keep breathing. This one feels really nice. Head high, chin out. Keep holding. And back. Changing legs. Heel on the ground, pulling the toes back towards our body. Stretching out our calf muscles. I love stretch and flex. It feels so good after. And relax, sitting up nice and straight. Head high, leading with your chin. Stretching out our hamstring muscle group. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And back. We're going to do some ankle rotations going one way. Again, full range of motion, as big a circle as you can make with your ankles. Going one way. And let's go the opposite way. Full range of motion. Okay, changing our legs. Foot up off the ground, ankle rotations one way. Big circle. And let's go the opposite way. Okay, now we're going to stretch out our hips. So what I'm going to ask you to do is crisscross your legs. So you can crisscross them this way. If you go like this, I'm going to ask you to pull your knees towards your body. So we're stretching out. These are big, big muscles that run over our hips here. So we're trying to stretch out. That's one way we can stretch. The other way that you can stretch is like this, and this way you're just going to push down on your knee. So either way, we're going to be stretching our hips. Let's hold it there. Our hips put up with a lot of abuse over the years. So it's really important that we take care of the muscles that surround them. If you've had hip surgery, and this is too painful for you to do on one side, you don't have to. You can just do the other leg, or make a modification. Okay, let's do other leg here. Crisscross our leg. I'm going to crisscross this way. Again, I'm pulling the knee towards my body, stretching out the hip muscles. Okay, and down. All right, we're back to the head. This is our second and final set here. First thing that we're doing is good posture. Shoulders back, sitting up nice and straight. Doing a shoulder check on one side. Hold it there. Keep holding. Head to neutral. And chin to chest. Head to neutral. And shoulder check on the other side. Head to neutral. Now we're going to drop our ear to our shoulder in good posture. Dropping our ear to one shoulder, hold it there. You feel the stretch along the side of your neck here. Neutral. And drop our ear to our other shoulder. Hold it there. Neutral. Whew. Okay, we are now going to do some shoulder work. We're shrugging our shoulders up. And down. Going up 2 more times. Here's up. Hold it there. And down. One last time. Shoulder shrugs up. And down. Okay, shoulder rotations going forward. You'll probably notice the second time through here that you're going to be able to stretch a little bit further than you did the first time. Our body responds really very well to stretching and flexibility training. So yeah, you'll notice a difference even after one cycle through. Let's go backwards so that you can stretch further. So yeah, make this a part of your daily routine. Stretching feels good. Okay, sitting up nice and straight in our chair. We're going to have our fingertips up in the air. Grabbing our fingertips, pulling back. Hold that there. We're doing fingertips down. Pulling our fingertips back. Hold it there. Okay, changing hands, fingertips up in the air. Fingers come up on top. Pulling back towards your body, stretching out your forearms. Now we're doing fingertips down, back towards your body. All right, let's interlock our fingers like this. Our palms go out, stretching out our hands and our fingers. This feels really good. Keep breathing. And release. And wiggle our fingers, wiggle. Okay, wrist rotations one way. And the other way. Sitting up nice and straight, pulling our arms back, opening our chest. Continue to breathe. Feels good to open your chest. Bringing one arm across our body like this, grabbing your elbow, pulling your arm in nice and tight, stretching our shoulder. Keep breathing. Opening up nice and wide again. If you have one bad shoulder and you can't do both arms, you don't need to do both arms. You can do that one arm and one shoulder repeatedly if need be. Or you try a little bit. Again, we don't want pain, but it is important to challenge ourselves. Other arm in front. Feels good. Hold it there. Opening up nice and wide, last time. And bear hug. How far back can you get those fingers? Hold that hug. And relax. All right, hands on our lap, sitting up nice and straight. We're gonna do our mad cat. Again, mad cat's gonna have us arching our back like this. Hold it. Hold that stretch. Nice and straight in our chair. We're going to do that one more time. Arching our back. Nice and straight in our chair. All right, we're going to stretch our abdominal region. That's going to require us to twist in our chair. If you have armrests, you can hang on to your armrest. We're twisting one way. You should feel the stretch along your obliques here. Neutral. And twist the other way. All right, we're going down to our lower body. So that's going to ask us to put our heel on the ground in front of us. We're bringing the toes back towards our body, stretching out our calf muscles. Hold that stretch. Relax, sitting up nice and straight. We're leaning forward with our chin, stretching out our hamstring muscle group. Hold your head high. Chin forward. Keep breathing. And back. Other leg forward, out in front, heel on the ground, toes towards our body, stretching our calf. Sitting up nice and straight in our chair, leaning forward with our chin. Hold that head high and breathe. That feels good. And back. Doing some ankle rotations one way. And the opposite way. Changing our legs. Here's ankle rotations one way. And the opposite way. All right, let's stretch those hips so you can crisscross your legs, either like this. If you're doing this way, you're just gonna pull your knee back towards closer to your body, or you can go like across your legs like this. This way, you're just gonna press down on top of your knee. This should be stretching out our hips here. Okay, changing our legs the last time. Crisscross your legs. Continue to breathe. Stop, uncross your legs. Let's do 4 big breaths. Here's 1. 2. 3. And 4. That's it. That was lovely. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. It's another great day here at Brightwater, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.